Well, today I got that win I was talking about. Just had a pretty big meeting about the course of this video that we're working on, and there's a lot of positive feedback on the direction moving forward, which is really nice because the first meeting didn't go over so well. I mean, it was good in the sense that it was productive, but we didn't really land on a direction. It wasn't like clear where we should go with it. But this one felt more succinct. We had a couple solid options and some positive feedback. So what I want to use this as is a way to sort of say to not get discouraged if things don't work out the first time that you're trying something. Maybe you just have to change things up, move the pieces around, take a different approach. For me, I decided initially I created storyboards hand-drawn, and it was kind of hard to convey the concepts. So this time I took literal screenshots of some of the images that I would use, some of the video that I would use, and decided to overlay some of the concepts. We took a little bit more time with the copywriting, making sure everything was on point, really spoke to the main points that we wanted to hit, but also added personality to it. So we hit all those points and really kind of just decided to figure things out, and things look like they're going in a positive direction. So I'm real optimistic. Things feel really good, and I'm going to go home and hang out with the wife and the family and just have a good evening. So pretty excited about that, and I hope you got your win that you needed today. And if you did, call in and let me know. One little trick that I have when I'm not feeling so great is I like to change up what I'm wearing. Like I might dress a little bit more formally or fancily. Is that a word, fancily? to feel kind of good that day. Take a little bit extra time to take care of yourself. Try a couple things on in the mirror, and get to work, and people notice, and they usually will compliment you unless you're batshit crazy. And you'll feel good about it, which I did today, and a lot of people were complimenting me on it, and I felt pretty good about it. I'll post it on Instagram later, so Rival My Design on Instagram if you want to check that out. And I'll post an image of what I'm wearing. It's basically, I decided to put on like a shirt and a vest and a tie, kind of went for the 3-piece look without the suit jacket, so 2-piece, but without the jacket. And a different slightly patterned shirt, and it just looked a little bit more formal, but kind of with my punk rock rakish style a little bit, and it felt good. I walked into work and people noticed pretty much immediately. Every meeting I went to, there was a compliment on it, and it just feels good, especially when you need those wins like I was talking about earlier. Sometimes you have to manufacture it. You can't just wait for the opportunity. You have to look for those moments where you can create it. And I think, managing your style, your look, if you have the opportunity, if you have the things in your closet and the knowledge to do so, you should take advantage of that. Wear something a little bit nicer, and, you'll get those compliments and you'll feel good. So that's one way to do it. And that's how I go about it. So give it a try and let me know how it works. If you've been dying to start that podcast about doves, or about your favorite jacket, or about a long-lost love, or a murder mystery about a cat who murdered everybody, you can start it now on Spotify for podcasters. I've been on Anchor for a long time, and now it is officially Spotify for podcasters, and it has been a platform that has been growing for forever. And I love it, and I still use it to this day, and it has hosted this podcast for 500 plus episodes now. So I highly recommend it. It is free to use. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. I'm literally on my bed recording on my, the phone is on the bed, and I'm just talking, and it's not that complicated. And then you can distribute your podcast on Spotify and everywhere else that podcasts are heard. So video podcasts are available too if you want to show your pretty face and have people see you. You can do all that too. So just do it. It's totally free. No catch. Give it a try. Spotify for podcasters.
Let's go.
So this ends the podcast version of today's episode. It's real short. Trying to make them short and to the point, and try not to be too long-winded. I tend to get a bit verbose, and in one sense, I want to reiterate the concepts and make sure that you understand them, or that you clearly have any questions. You can kind of reference something, and really kind of get the vibe and understanding of what I'm talking about. So this sort of idea was getting wins, whether it's in everyday life with going to the gym and getting those endorphin rushes, or, manufacturing the wins by wearing something nice or creating something and putting it out there, really trying to get people's opinions and get positive feedback. Hopefully it's positive feedback. And, to get back on the horse and try again if things don't work out the first time. Because if you've really got talent and you're able to, produce something in the way that you want it to be, I guess, if that, I'm not saying words right today. If you're producing the way that you're intending, then you'll get that positive feedback, eventually. So persistence is huge. And the ability to notice what's different, what can be different, what can you try next time that will allow you to get to that positive place. And, consistently ask for feedback, and don't make assumptions, get those results directly from people. Ask them one-on-one, how do they feel about this? If you're not sure, don't let it linger. As soon as you get to that point where you're not sure about how this is going, ask for that feedback, ask for some direction, because being stuck in your head doesn't help anybody. It just wastes time. So learn to get some new information, get back on the horse, and just try again. And hey, if you're listening to this podcast, go to HiMyNameIsChristian.com, sign up for the newsletter, follow me on social channels at RivalMyDesign, and subscribe to the podcast if you aren't already, and check me out on anchor.fm/Christian-Rivera. Talk to you next time.